Hello queens, and welcome back to my channel. First, I want to start by saying I'm so sorry for the hiatus of everything with the Instagram account, and with the YouTube account. I've been going through a lot of personal and just a lot of things with my own mental health and my own life, and I will have a video about all that stuff, but I am back and I promise you it's gonna get better from here. And that's all you can only think to yourself when you're in a dark spot, is that it only gets better from here. But I am back and I have a Ask a Queen session for you. I know you guys love these. I love doing these for you guys. So let me read a few questions that you queens have given me, and I will give you my honest hearted responses. So let's get into it. Question that I have is, how do I make new friends? Everyone in my grade already has their group. Queen, just know that it's never too late to meet new friends. I am still meeting new friends. I am still making connections with new friends and new people. And all I have to say to you is, in a school setting, I know you said grades, so I know you're in school, the best thing you can do is join a group with the same interests as you. If you love art, if you love music, if you love piano, if you love rock climbing, anything, find clubs that are in your school that you will love to do and come out your shell a little bit more and join a club. By doing that, you will inevitably meet someone that's like-minded than you, and you will also have something to do. You know, take a step back, maybe in a day, observe your day and the people that you're with. Like if you partner up with someone in class, or if you just see that you really vibe with someone in a certain class, maybe say, hey, take a step and say you want to, I don't know, after school, do you want to hang out? And see where it goes from there. Or take some clubs and do that. So that is my advice, is just to get out your own bubble really and be creative in the way that you put yourself out to the world, whether it's clubs and joining a club, a drama club, anything, or maybe keeping an eye. Maybe there's someone in your circle in your life right now. I guarantee you, actually, there is someone in your circle, in your life right now, that you're just not seeing, that is a potential friend for you. So that is my answer. Next question. My ex's girlfriend is shoving it in my face that he moved on. What should I do? To be honest with you, I don't think they're as happy as they're trying to make it be. And even if they are, again, I can't really say that they are, because think about it, right? If you're so happy in a relationship, why are you taking time out of your day to show me that you're happy? It's like reverse psychology. Like, I'm really in a bad place right now, but I'm gonna make it into your face. Like, I want to convince you that I'm good, even though I know I'm not good. You know what I mean? So my overall advice is ignore it. And you know what? This will tick her off even more. Be like, oh wow, I'm really happy for you. I'm really happy for you. And that has to come to a place where you have to understand that he is not the one for you. He is not. Whether it's whatever the way it ended, just know it ended, Queen, for a reason. It wasn't meant to be. So let her glow, because she is actually taking on something that does not need to be in your life. She's doing you a favor, and you will see that one day. So just to get to her back, be like, wow, yeah, I'm so happy for you. And girl, Queen, keep it moving. That's how a real Queen acts. Don't be bothered. Think about it. This girl is eating your leftovers and telling you, convincing you that it's so good. Girl, I know it's good. I just finished it. That's the mindset that you have to have. Have fun eating my scraps while I go find the main course, because he was an appetizer, boo, and it wasn't that good. I'm about to find me the main course today. That's the attitude you gotta have, and keep it walking, keep it pushing, wish them well, because girl, you're gonna have yours one day too. Next question. How do you get a boy to notice you online? Honestly, when it comes to online, you really have to be bold to make the move, because there's no other way that someone virtually is going to notice you, that you notice them, unless you make a bold move. For example, if you're following him on Instagram, DM him. Be bold, Queen, and be like, hey, hey, you're cute. You can do it by like liking his pictures, maybe like his pictures, and if he likes yours back, then maybe DM him like some eyes, like okay. Or if he posts a story, you can put like a heart face or those heart-eyed face. Just give him some type of inch of the door opening, see if he comes through. You know what I mean? So if he posts a story of a selfie of him, or if he posts a story or post a post of him of a selfie, like it and maybe DM him with a heart eye emoji and see where that leads you. But don't be too much. Like, don't do that and then leave a message and then do another. Like, no, the emoji is enough. If he doesn't respond, or if it just says he left it on scene, then queen, he's not that into you. Because if you give a guy an inch and he's interested in you, he will take that inch. That's all mostly what guys are looking for. It's just that little inch so they can come into the door. That's that. So I would try to do that. You have to be bold. If it's Facebook, poke him, or say, hey, it's cute, leave a comment, it's cute, something. You have to be bold. So yes, that is my answer. Next question. What is the best advice you've heard? Honestly, I have two set of advice that I'm going to give you, and they kind of are similar. The best advice I've heard was actually in a movie. Back in the day, Tyler Perry, before he was big, he did plays, and that's how he became huge. And in one of his plays, he left a quote and said, if someone wants to walk out your life, let them. You can hold on to someone, you can fight for someone to stay in a relationship, to stay together, and it's only damaging you because they're not in it. So there's no reason to be with someone who is not that into you, who does not want to be with you. Let that go, because all that is hurting you. It's like you're holding a thorn rose. You know, you want to keep the rose because it's so pretty, but it's pricking your fingers, you're bleeding, sis. Let it go. Let it go. You will find someone better. You'll find someone who is meant to be in your life. So that is single-handedly one of the most important advice I ever heard. If someone wants to walk out your life, let them, because it is time for them to go. They're walking out for a reason. Whether you see it or not at the moment, I promise you one day you will see why that person had to go. And the second best advice I've ever received or I've ever heard was, when someone shows you who they really are, believe them. I think that was powerful advice, because I feel like we always see the red flags in people, we just ignore them, and we only try to give people chances based on their potential that you see in your head. Advice, and it's something that if we did practice more often, we would do ourselves a great service and prevent a lot of heartbreaks when it comes to just relationships, period, whether it's friendships, romantic, or family members. I think in people within the first month, or first few interactions with people, we see a lot of red flags with them, and we ignore it because we want to give hope into the potential that we have in our head of an image of what we think they could be instead of what they're showing you. So that is very powerful, to just stay in tune with your intuition when it comes to people, because mostly what they've shown you in the first few interactions and those red flags, they actually end up being the deal breakers that happen to break the relationship at the end. And just think about it with your own self. I know with myself, and just thinking that breakups, period, just relationships, the things that I ignored, that I knew I saw in the beginning, the red flags I knew I saw in the beginning and I ignored, end up being the things that broke the relationship up at the end. And if I just paid attention to it and just cut it then with the red flags, I probably would have prevented a heartbreak at the end. Next question. How do I know if my crush doesn't like me? Simple, queen. Reciprocation. If you're not feeling that reciprocated energy back towards you, or admiration towards you, they're probably not that into you. If you're getting them a little edge, that you like them, or they're not showing anything back, they're not taking the bait, then it's because maybe they're trying to let you know in their own nice way that they're not that into you. But if you're just not really doing much to show them, then it's kind of hard for them to even notice that you notice them. Maybe sometimes you have to be bold with your admiration, or with flirting and communicating with them. Like, think about it. If you're in a classroom with this person and you're opposite ends of the room, you don't speak to them, you don't say anything to them, you don't even look at them, how are they supposed to know that you like them? Sometimes you have to take that extra effort to communicate, at least communicate with them. And I always say this, when it comes to crushes or trying to get into a relationship with someone, always try to look at them at an angle as just being friends, because it's a less pressure on you, and it just feels easier to just go to someone with no expectation other than, I just want to get to know you more. And that always, and friendships always bloom into relationships. With any healthy, happy relationship, they were always friends first. So that's just my advice to you. Just if you're not doing much already, like if you're already flirting with them, you're communicating with them, you guys are meeting together, and there is just, you're not getting anything back, then they're probably not that into you. Or maybe you're just gonna be bold enough to be like, hey, I like you, you know, in other terms, you know, you don't have to be that blunt with it. But, you know, even if you work with hypotheticals sometimes, just trying to get a feel of it. If they're not reciprocating any of that back, then maybe they're just not that into you, queen. Or you're not doing anything for them to know that you like them. So do something. Just start being friends with them and chatting with them and see what that leads you to. So queens, those are my questions for today's session of Ask a Queen. If you have any questions that you want to DM me, just DM me on SelfLoveQueens IG page and I will get to them as soon as I can. Please let's leave a discussion down below in the comments on any of the questions that you have that was on the questions here, or leave a discussion on anything that we talked about in the video. And yes, so please like to let me know that you love these videos so I can continue doing them, even though I will continue doing them regardless, because I just love these videos. But I hope you do love them as well. Please subscribe and join the queendom, and until next time, see you later and keep it queening.